Hello and welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Reacts. Today we're checking out the brand new vid from the games is The Science of Minecraft. How to explain its impossible world. Is it a cube? Is it a sphere? Let's find out. What Austin has figured out.
Dear Mojang, hi, it's me, Austin!
Glad
Old
to be
school
here,
intro
Austin.
Minecraft video on an old school topic with gravitational constants, simple formulas, and a little bit of me going insane. Oh boy! Just what the doctor ordered!
Classic.
Hi, hello. Today we're answering a question that nobody asked, which is the world of Minecraft even possible? Now, we've flirted with various aspects of this question in
Possible
some
how?
way or another over the years, while talking about the day-night cycle, whether or not it's a flat planet, and something else I'm sure as well. We talk about the Minecraft world a whole heck of a lot here, and we're gonna talk about it again today. This time,
You
we're
have
gonna
talked
look
a
at
lot
it
about it. I didn't
holistically to
realize.
determine the answer to this question. Could a planet with the qualities of the Minecraft world even possibly exist? Okay, so I think it's really important that we talk about what the precise question is that we're trying to answer
Yes,
here,
please
because it
do. I'm
sounds kind of
confused.
vague at a glance and maybe even kind of easy to answer, but it's a little bit trickier than you might imagine. A given Minecraft world is a specific size. I mean, for gameplay purposes, it's effectively infinite, but it technically isn't, and we will get to that part.
there
For
it
another,
is,
the
the
second
border
Cliffs
wall.
and Caves update changed a lot about how the Minecraft world works. We
Ow,
will get
he's
to
dead.
that part as well. Actually, it's because of the Cliffs and Caves update that I now feel like I have to put a version number in all of my videos now, because this update rendered at least a few of my old videos completely out of date. Maybe I should remake them
That's
now.
a
It'd be
downside.
pretty easy. Just find an old spreadsheet, update the numbers, and hey, Austin, stay on target. Tanya, could you please put a little
You got a little too scientific.
1.19 somewhere? Okay, so basically what we
There it
want to
is,
know
down
is,
in the
given the
bottom,
size
right
of the
under me.
Minecraft world and its mass and material makeup, could a planet identical to Minecraft exist in real life? So first of all, let's lead with our assumptions. The first and most important assumption is that the Minecraft world is a sphere or a ball, if we're being totally topologically specific. Not that
is a
any
type
of
of
you are
sphere.
topologists. Are you? Throw this video a like if you're a topologist. It'll make me
I am
feel
not a
good, and maybe it can
topologist.
distract you from the absolutely bonkers field of mathematics you've chosen to specialize in. Where was I? Oh, right! Balls! Actually made me
Austin.
laugh. I put laugh in the script, and it actually made me giggle. I am an actual child. Anyway, we're assuming that the
Just
Minecraft
laughed.
world is a planet. If that bothers you, I don't know, watch the like 3 videos we've done on it or something. Assumption 2 is not technically an assumption, but I feel like I
There we
have
go.
to bring it up every time I do a video talking about the size of the Minecraft world, and that's that
Alright.
the world in each Minecraft game has a limited size. This can be
Yeah,
a
the border
bit
wall.
confusing because the Perlin noise generation functions do technically still run for quite a ways out from the
Nice.
world boundary, but you can't actually interact with any of the blocks beyond a certain point past the boundary, and getting past it requires glitches
Ooh,
and
look at that.
bugs, so effectively,
Huh,
this
you
world
broke
barrier
dogs.
is the size limit of the Minecraft world. You've probably never reached it
Nice.
legitimately because it is really, really far from the in-game spawn point.
It's
Like,
the
no
edge
joke,
of
if you
the
had everything
actual
working for you
universe.
and you used Speed 2 splash potions on the game's fastest horse to boost its speed up to 19.922 blocks per second, and nothing was in your way, and you galloped straight there at the 8 times distance multiplier you would get if you were galloping in the nether, it would still take you 188.2 thousand seconds to reach
can we
the
get that rounded?
overworld game boundary of 29.9 million blocks. That's over
Wow.
2 straight days of running in one direction and playing precisely no other parts of the game. There's
So that's
probably
about,
a
like, 20
faster way
minutes
to
then?
do it with ender pearls or something, but that should just give you a sense of just how big the Minecraft overworld actually
I mean, yeah,
is.
you could
This
probably
world
just
boundary
toss you
is
in the pole and just keep going.
29,999,984 blocks away from the center of the map
Whoa.
in each of the cardinal directions, meaning looking from the top down, down, the world of Minecraft has a surface area just shy of 3.6 quadrillion square meters. This is humongous, and while I don't like to make bold claims, I feel pretty confident that no single human being is capable of exploring every single square meter of an entire Minecraft world. It is just too big. That said, while this is pretty huge, it's not impossibly big. Knowing how big the map is, however, is only the first step in determining whether or not the world of Minecraft adequately follows the laws of physics to the degree that we could label the planet plausible. The next thing I wanted to do was to determine the mass of the Minecraft planet. You see, there are possible issues that could arise from the planet being too small and having too high of a mass. There is a limit to how...
Oh, didn't even see that was coming up. Sorry about that. Got a little too into the episode. Didn't even see an ad was coming.
Dense a planet can actually be due to density, pressure factors, and all that stuff. Now, originally I was going to try to use the Cliffs and Caves updates, increase depths and heights to estimate the mass of the Minecraft world using these dimensions, but I realized that this actually doesn't matter for our purposes. One of the issues is that, while the game doesn't load anything beyond bedrock, it's called bedrock. This implies that there's some stuff underneath it. You just personally lack the ability to dig past it for whatever reason. Just because we can't see anything past bedrock legitimately doesn't mean there's not more stuff down there, technically. So using a playable region of Minecraft for mass determining purposes is a mistake, but not all is lost. Because, as I said, there is a better way to do this, and it all starts with a little thing that I like to call gravity.
Let's go.
Believe it or not, if we can figure out the gravity of the Minecraft world, we can easily figure out if the Minecraft world is a plausible place or not. We've calculated the gravity of Minecraft several times through the history of these videos using a lot of methods. The basic one is to just measure how long it takes for you to fall a certain distance and use this formula to determine the average acceleration you experience. In our last video, using 100 blocks, we determined gravity in Minecraft to be approximately 27 meters per second. But instead, let's try another way. You see, certain blocks follow the laws of gravity too, like sand, gravel, activated TNT. Let's instead this time use sand. Dropping it from 50 blocks up and timing how long it takes to land, I'm getting, what the heck? 15 meters per second? Are you kidding me? No, that can't be right. All right. Now let's try the 100 blocks this time like we did in the last video. 14? What the heck is going on? Well, okay, there's a few things going on here. Our calculations in the past have been a little fast and loose, if I'm being honest with you, because Minecraft, like most video games and, reality, has something called terminal velocity, which is what occurs when you're falling through an atmosphere. As you fall, the air exerts a force on your body as you push it out of the way with, As you fall faster, this force increases until it matches the force of gravity and you stop speeding up entirely. 100 blocks in Minecraft is probably well after the point where you experience terminal velocity, which is why we're getting 15 meters per second with gravel and sand at 50 blocks, but 14 at 100. So our numbers in the past have been a little off, but likely not in a way that's big enough to make much of a difference in the outcomes of those videos. If nothing else, the gravity should be higher than what we've been calculating, making any horrible outcomes that much more dramatic. The real mystery is, why are blocks that are impacted by gravity falling slower than I am as a player? Well, it turns out that blocks that are impacted by gravity have a much lower amount of gravitational pull applied to them. I don't know why. Maybe they're hollow or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep using players because that's how we do it around here. Measuring more closely, looking for the point where I stop speeding up, I measured a force of gravity to be about 30 meters per second squared. Then I decided to just stop goofing off and I looked it up, and apparently the official value is 32 meters per second for entities like the player and mobs. That's pretty high. That's over 3.5 times the gravity of Earth, and that's actually higher than the surface gravity of Jupiter, which is 24-ish meters per second squared. Okay, so why do we need to know the gravity of the Minecraft world anyway? Well, it's easy, because we can use this formula here to reverse engineer the mass of the planet if we know the gravity. Well, okay, not quite. See, our gravity, 32 meters per second squared, goes here, the little g. The big G is the gravitational constant. Explaining what that is very simple. It's the empirical physical constant that articulates the proportion proportionality, connecting the gravitational force between two bodies with the product of their masses and the inverse square of their distance. Okay, yeah, I did just read that off the Wikipedia article directly. In dumb Austin words, it's a number with which we use to describe how gravity works, and it shows up in a bunch of gravity-related equations, including this one. It is a pretty tiny number, 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11. It's a really tiny number.
Really
Excel
small.
thinks it's a 0. Anyway, we want that one, and we can use basic algebra to turn the formula around to solve for m, the mass of any given orbital body. Technically, we need to put our mass in there too, but it's so insignificant as to be totally pointless to include. So this is our new formula, and there is a missing piece. It's this little hook-shaped letter, little shepherd's crook. You know, this letter right here. It's a hook letter. It's a hook letter.
It's an O.
Oh no, it's an R apparently. Well, okay, yeah, that makes sense because it's kind of like a pirate's hook. R. Anyway, this R stands for radius, which is the other piece of the puzzle we need to determine.
And we're back.
What a Minecraft planet looks like. So, yeah, let's do it. We actually have all the information we need already, believe it or not. It's actually 5 paragraphs back in the script. The surface area of the Minecraft world. Bam! Chekhov's gun, baby. Except instead of a gun, it's numbers. With the 3.6 quadrillion square meter figure we got earlier, we can use this sexy formula for the surface area of a sphere to determine the radius of our planet, and rearranging it in this way and plugging in the area right here, we get a radius of 16.9 million meters. That is a lot of meters. The distance from the surface of the Earth to our core, for example, is only 6.3 million meters. It's not unbelievably huge, however. This puts our Minecraft planet at approximately 68% the radius of Neptune, meaning that it's slightly smaller than that faraway planet. This leads to some concerns, however. We have a planet with a surface gravity higher than Jupiter's, but Jupiter is 70 times larger than it is. This means that our planet is impossible, right? Well, let's just hold on to our horses, everybody, because we're skipping ahead. Remember why we figured out how large the planet is to begin with. We want to know the mass. Without knowing the mass of a Minecraft world, we can't possibly know how plausible it is on an astrological scale. Astronomical scale. Is it feasible if you're a Capricorn, red moon rising, I don't know. I was born in December 27th, 1987, around midnight. You can do my chart for me, all right? How plausible is it on an astronomical scale? So taking our radius and plopping it in our formula, we can hit enter and finally figure out how massive our planet is. 137 septillion kilograms. This is about 34% more massive than Neptune, our closest comparison planet. Then we want to figure out the average density, and how do we do that? Well, it's easy. We divide the mass we just got by the volume of the Minecraft planet, which we get using the volume of a sphere formula right here. 4/3 times pi times r cubed to get us this humongous number. Dividing them, we get 6,762 kilograms per cubic meter of average planet density. That's plausible. That's 100% plausible. It's actually denser than any of the other planets in our solar system, but not by a lot. Realistically, what it means is that there's a lot more heavy metals in the crust and core of Minecraft than we have anywhere else in our solar system, which, kind of checks out. I mean, there's tons of rare metals scattered all over the place in Minecraft. This is way, way less dense than some of the densest materials known to man. It's about as dense as the metal antimony, something I did not know existed until just today, and it's way less dense than, say, osmium with its 22.5 thousand kilograms per cubic meter. And heck, for bonus points, let's see if this makes sense for how we experience Minecraft. And spoiler, it totally does. This explains why you can only dig down so far before you hit rock that's so dense that you can't get past it, since gravity is going to be pulling the crystals together so tight that you're going to need something really strong to get through that layer of bedrock. It also explains why the mountains of Minecraft are so small. I finally finally found one that's almost at the max height for mountains, and it's like basically just a big freaking hill. It's really not even a mountain. Mountains cannot get much bigger because gravity is going to be pulling them down really, really hard.
Okay, so
it's difficult to be a 1 kilometer tall mountain when you're straining against gravity so freaking high that it makes Jupiter cry. So, yeah, I think we can say without qualifiers that the world of Minecraft is actually totally plausible and internally consistent. That's kind of it's kind of amazing. I mean, you wouldn't want to go there as a human being. You'd almost certainly die under the force of gravity. And how on earth are these islands floating? I mean, I love them, but how? How are they doing it?
Oh,
it doesn't make any sense.
Love the bugs.
Sincerely, Austin. I have to give out a huge shout out to my patrons who make this entire show, the entire show possible. I'm talking about.
Well, I guess that's the end of it because the rest of this just thanks and all that. So, I want to let you all know that this will be the end of the video for now. I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Down in the description will be a link to the original video, so remember to support the original creator and all they do. And I'll see all of you folks next time. Peace out.